Reporting for the Intermountain Christian News, I'm Dr. Anthony Harper here at the White House. It's been quite a week with the Israel Prime Minister being here and then with the Afghanistan issue being alive. But regarding the Israel Prime Minister's meeting with President Biden, the big concern is about Iran. And so the President Biden brought up the issue of diplomacy being the first route of approach. But the diplomatic way doesn't seem to be working very well because from various news sources, Iran is very close to having a nuclear weapon. So what is Israel going to do? I'm curious about what President Biden, and I know many others are concerned, that what he's going to do and what Israel's going to do with Iran very soon, because the diplomatic approaches have not worked, and there continues to be a lot of deception on the part of Iran to deceive us about the status of their ability to have nuclear weapons. And of course also the issues of the Palestinian state establishment. The Israel Prime Minister Naftali Bennett and many Israeli people are opposed to a Palestinian state, as well as many evangelical Christians in addition. So that is the big issue. President Biden is very committed to the idea of a Palestinian state being the reason, or actually the solution for the Middle East problems. But Israel has learned the hard way, but by retreating from land, it has not become more peaceful. Take for the example of Gaza. Withdrawing from Gaza has made Israel more unsafe, emboldened Hamas a lot more. So these are, along with serious issues, along with my meetings with the Afghanistan woman journalist Nazira Karimi, the serious concerns. I've also to address the White House in the concerns about Afghanistan and sent the White House my interview with Afghanistan journalist, woman Nazira Karimi, and I complimented President Biden on the quoting of Isaiah, but also the Israel Prime Minister quoted from the book of Isaiah as well. And I brought up to the attention, that would be the issue of Isaiah 53 that President Biden might not have thought about, and that's actually a description of the Messiah I referred to as the King of Peace, and that relationship with the King of Peace. Also, what President Lincoln had to say about a nation honoring the Lord, because President Lincoln quoted scripture as well. He referred to the Holy Bible verse in Psalms 33:12. Psalm 33:12 says, "Blessed only are those nations whose God is the Lord." So these are really serious issues for our nation. President Lincoln has a solution to our problems found at the top of our website, imcnews.org. Check that out. Read what Lincoln had to say in his proclamation. Very important issues.
We read news every day. News that's informative, but rarely encouraging. The Intermountain Christian newspaper aims to change that. They present the news you need to know, from what's going on in your community to your world, with encouraging words, motivation, and the resources you need to make positive changes in your life. What is your local government doing that you need to know about? What's happening in your community you need to be a part of? Whether it's a story from your neighborhood, a national story, or an encouraging word, you'll find biblical issues of everyday life in the Intermountain Christian newspaper. Intermountain Christian News is produced and supported by the work and donations of individuals and churches. You'll find it at churches, Christian bookstores, by subscription, and online at imcnews.org. To find out more about supporting this local resource, go online at imcnews.org or call Intermountain Christian News in Boise, Idaho at 208-703-8688. The Intermountain Christian News, a voice sharing the truth on matters dear to people's hearts.